In the early 20th century, radium was a substance of wonder. Its eerie glow was a symbol of innovation, and its promise seemed limitless. But beneath its bright surface lay a deadly secret. This is the story of the Radium Girls, young women whose bravery changed history, but at a devastating cost. Their fight for justice would shine a light on workplace safety and workers' rights, forever altering the relationship between employers and employees. Settle in as we explore their journey, a story of hope, betrayal, courage, and ultimately justice. At the turn of the 20th century, radium was the new miracle discovery. Discovered by Marie and Pierre Curie in 1898, it was believed to have almost magical properties. Radium was marketed as a cure for everything, from arthritis to cancer. It wasn't just used in medicine. Radium found its way into everyday products like cosmetics, toothpaste, and even food. People thought it could make them healthier, stronger, and more beautiful. During this time, a growing demand for luminous, glow-in-the-dark products led to the rise of radium factories. In these factories, young women were employed to paint watch dials and military instruments with a special radium-based paint. The work seemed harmless. In fact, it was advertised as fun, high-paying, and even glamorous. Many of the workers were teenagers, full of dreams and eager to support their families. Imagine this, you're 18 years old, sitting at a long table with a group of friends. In front of you are hundreds of tiny watch faces. You're taught a special technique to paint the numbers perfectly, called lip dip paint. You dip your brush into the glowing radium paint, roll it between your lips to create a fine point, and carefully paint the numbers. You do this over and over, all day long. It seems harmless. No one tells you otherwise. In fact, supervisors often encourage the women to play with the paint. They painted their nails, their teeth, and even their hair for a little fun. At night, they'd walk home glowing faintly in the dark. They were nicknamed the Ghost Girls because of their luminous appearance. To these women, radium wasn't a threat. It was just part of the job. While the workers enjoyed their glowing paint, scientists were beginning to understand the dangers of radium. Early studies showed that exposure to radium could damage human tissue. Even Marie Curie, who discovered radium, suffered health problems from her exposure. But this information was kept quiet, especially by the companies making money from radium products. Businesses prioritized profits over people, and no one warned the workers of the risks. To make matters worse, the factories often lied about the safety of radium. Workers were assured that the paint was completely harmless. It wasn't long before the women started to notice strange symptoms. At first, it was toothaches. Then, teeth began falling out. When dentists tried to pull the teeth, the surrounding bone crumbled away. The women developed sores in their mouths that wouldn't heal. Their jaws became infected and fragile, a condition that doctors later called radium jaw. But it didn't stop there. Many women experienced anemia, spontaneous bone fractures, and other mysterious illnesses. Their once healthy bodies were deteriorating from the inside out. As more women fell sick, they began to suspect that their work with radium might be the cause. They turned to their employers for help, but they were met with denial. Factory managers insisted that radium was safe. They hired company doctors to give the workers clean bills of health. Some even accused the women of being sick because of their own poor hygiene or unrelated illnesses. It was a shocking betrayal. These young women had trusted their employers, and now they were being abandoned. In the 1920s, a group of 5 brave women decided to take a stand. Led by Grace Fryer, they filed a lawsuit against the United States Radium Corporation. The case was groundbreaking. At the time, there were few laws protecting workers' rights, and suing a powerful company was almost unheard of. The trial was grueling. By this point, the women were gravely ill. Some had to testify while lying in bed, but they refused to give up. The Radium Girls' fight changed history. Their case led to stricter regulations on workplace safety and the handling of dangerous materials. It also set a precedent for workers to sue their employers for harm caused on the job. Today, organizations like OSHA exist because of the sacrifices of these women. Their story reminds us of the importance of protecting workers and holding companies accountable. Many of the Radium Girls didn't live to see the changes they fought for. Their bodies continued to break down long after they stopped working with radium. Even today, their story remains a haunting reminder of the cost of progress. Some of their graves still emit faint radiation, a testament to the deadly power of radium. The Radium Girls were more than victims, they were heroes. Their courage and determination paved the way for a safer world. Let us honor their memory by sharing their story and ensuring that no worker has to face such a tragedy again.